The Cardinals Daily Report is brought to you by the Arizona Lottery. You can't win if you don't play.
Well, it's been 3 weeks since Calais Campbell last played in an NFL game. He got hurt against the Denver Broncos, Kyle. Took that nasty hit from Julius Thomas. Everybody said at first it was going to be 1 to 3 weeks. It's been about 3 weeks, and now Calais Campbell is saying he thinks he can play this weekend.
Yeah, and it seemed like from the very beginning he thought 1 week was very optimistic. I think he's been planning for around right here, and he's practiced the last 2 days, and it seems like he said he's feeling explosive, feeling good, and if it's up to him, he's playing, and he said the coaches would have to make sure that they're comfortable with it. But Bruce was kind of saying, if he's ready and if he thinks he can go, let's do it. So all signs point to him playing.
I thought, I talked to Calais earlier in the week. He sounded a lot more pessimistic, in my opinion. Just, hey, let's see how this kind of goes. As he got to the end of the week, he clearly is feeling much better. He talked about, like you said, how explosive he feels. He feels like he can do everything on the field. Really, the only thing that might be holding him back at this point, what he was saying, was the brace that he's got to play with, and he's never played with a brace before. Tyrann Mathieu can probably give him some tips in that regard. But other than that, having him on the field, Bruce Arians was saying today, the respect he brings, the energy he brings, that alone will help this defense out going against a very powerful Eagles offense.
Yeah, he's really the elder statesman in terms of experience on the defense, and I think he's really taken that leadership role on more, especially without Darnell Dockett. And he's the guy they like to have just for his experience of knowing what's going on. He's been in a lot of big games, and a lot of those guys have been, but having a guy like that, and then obviously the talent he has to guard the edge on the rush when LaShawn McCoy is trying to get outside and to pressure the quarterback. And he also said that I'm not worried about my knee. It's probably going to get hit when you're a lineman. It's going to get ran into a lot. But he said, I'm just going to go out there and play football and not worry about it, which is the mentality you need to have.
I think Calais Campbell was having a Pro Bowl type season when he first got hurt. Obviously, missing a couple games could hurt a little bit in that regard. But he's the kind of guy that the Cardinals need on the field for as well as this defense has been playing. They need their best players to play, and Calais Campbell is one of them. And as they start this stretch against the Eagles and then the Cowboys, he's necessary to have on the field. So for Kyle Odegard, I'm Darren Urban. This has been another edition of Cards Daily on azcardinals.com.